Hi everyone, my name is Louis. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be discussing about data cleaning in Pandas. Now let's get to it. Import Pandas. Let's be this is the Pandas library. Now let's import the data set. So basically I just pasted the data source. So you want to ensure that the data source is in the same directory. df.head. Now this is the data we're going to be using. This data set is an OpenRice data set. OpenRice is a platform in Hong Kong that is used for showcasing different restaurants in Hong Kong. That is, different restaurants showcase their restaurants and address for customers to identify and locate for events, different events. So these are the fields we're going to be working with today. This is the top 5 by default. When you type df.add in Pandas, it shows the top 5 rows of the data set. You might want to check the top 10 rows. You just use top 10 rows, right? Now, next thing is when I'm working with data sets, I always want to know if there are missing values in data sets. So one way to do this is you check df dot is null is any. So df dot is null dot any. So this means that these are the fields, data fields that I'll be using. There are 2, 4, 6, 8 data fields, and each of them has no null values. So false implies that no null values is found in this data set. Now, next, you want to use this function, length, the length of the number of rows in data sets, 26,165. I will tell you a bit why this is important. And also, one of the reasons why it's good to always check these null values in data set is that you might want to use the data set for analysis. And when a particular field has so much null values, then such field won't be contributing to the analysis. So it's better to remove such field. So it's better from the beginning to identify if there's any field with a null value. And if there is any, you can dig further to see what's the proportion or what the quantity of the missing values that it has. So you can decide if you're going to be using the field or not for data analysis. Now I'll tell you a bit why this is useful. This length, to take length of checking number of rows in the data set. Now I want to check the duplicates. If we move duplicates in the data set, because there might be duplicates, we never can tell. So let's check. Remove df dot drop duplicates. Now we have the duplicates have been removed, but one way to verify is to use this function which I mentioned earlier. We can verify len df. So we have 26,165. Yeah, actually, what has happened here is that this changes has not been implemented to a new data set, to the data frame. So we have to pass it to this df data set. Yeah, we have to pass this change, removed of duplicates, to this data set as a variable. And now we check the length, we see 21,299. Originally, it was 26,165. So we've successfully removed the duplicate values in this data set. This is the first step in data cleaning that we've just done. Now let's go with the second step. Hello friends, if you're new to my channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button. Now let's continue. And second step is we can check the rows, these fields, the address field. Let's verify this address field, df address. As we can see, this address field has a trailing comma. Yeah, so we want to make sure that we move these trailing commas in this address field. So we can use a string method called the string method. So let's do df dot string dot strip. So we're using the strip method of the string to remove this strip method. Will basically remove all trailing and leading characters that we don't need. So in this parenthesis, we just specify what character I want to remove. For this, we basically remove all trailing and leading characters in this field. Now let's verify if we've removed that. Now, as you can see, the last trailing comma has been removed from this field. Now, next, we want to try the number of reviews. As you can see, this field has parentheses and reviews. So what we want to do right now is to remove these reviews and the parentheses and just leave out the numeric values. This is a special case that needs special treatment. So we have to write a function using regex. So first off, let's import regex as RE, and write a function, new column S. And this is just like a variable placeholder, a variable basically. So RE dot research. So search regex. I'm going to explain this function, this code in a bit. Return and dot group 0. If return dot group. So we have, okay, now we have the function, it's been done. So we need to implement it into the field, the number of reviews field. So on this, can you just command df.columns to see the number of columns, all the field types. So instead of going up to copy and paste, you just do this, and we'll just copy this field from here. So this is the field we want to implement this function on. I will do df. Okay. Is equals to so basically before I apply this, let's check out the field. So this is the field. So we want to remove this. We want to remove the parentheses and reviews, right? And we've already written the function. So now let's use the apply function. Apply these new columns. This one, this is the function name, right? So we just apply new columns. Just copy and paste it here. Apply new columns. And that's it. So now let's check it out again. After now, as you can see, we've successfully removed the parentheses and the reviews. So we just have the numbers. Now df.head. So this is the number of reviews field. Let me explain this function, this code. So basically, what this function is doing is that we created a new column, and this is S, the column, this is the column name, a placeholder basically. And this is the argument of the column. And this is these two lines, this second line and this fourth line are the ones doing the job right now. And this D implies to match all numbers in the field. That is just these numbers. And plus implies that we should increment the numbers. So we don't just want to return 1 or 3. Yeah, we want to return all the values in each row, all the numbers in each row. That's why we have this plus. And this S is the argument specify we want to be using. And this is the M, just like basically a variable. And this group, return M group. This group is like is a function in regex that is used to return substring of data we've separated. So we want to return the first. So basically, we've separated this. We want to return these values. So these are like zeros, there's a 1, and so on. So we want to return this. So group 0 implies that we're returning just the values, right? And because after grouping, we've removed and we have this 1, 3, 3 and review. So we want to return this once only. That's why we have return group 0. That's the reason why we can only return this numeric values. So that's what this group is actually basically doing. And we've basically cleaned the assets. So this is some of the cleaning that can be done in Pandas. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.